Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Brock. So today I want to introduce my progress for the development of visual novel generator. Today I'm trying a new way to make this video. Previously, I will speak in Chinese, but from today I love to try speaking in English. The main purpose is to improve my oral speaking. But I will still keep Chinese in the report. So this report is generated by cloud based on my conversation with the coding agent today, and the report is a combination of Chinese and English. Okay, so today I encountered a P0 critical bug. The main bug is the generated visual novel skipped all dialogue content and jumped direct to the ending. Through collaboration with three coding agents, Cloud, Codex, Gemini, I completed the full workflow from symptom observation to root cause diagnosis to solution design and to test planning. Some key findings here. The root cause is missing contract layer between front end and back end command formats. The system issue is all agents' output may have format inconsistency problems. Cognitive blind spot. I assumed AI-generated content is always clean and the front end and back end naturally align. Architectural flaw, missing contract layer. Validation layer. Okay. So first one is pattern recognition. Common root cause across bugs. By analyzing today's bug and the historic bug records, coding agent defines the following systematic patterns. The first pattern is a missing contract layer. These are not 5 independent bugs, but 5 manifestations of a single architectural flaw. So you see, when we say intelligence, one of the key points we would like to say is find patterns, right? Previously, for me as a human, I just roughly have a feeling that some bugs or some similar bugs repeat over and over again. But I may too lazy to summarize it into a higher level. But here, the cloud helped me to pinpoint the pattern here. He would point out that, okay, you see, there are 5 bugs. And these 5 bugs, although they are independent, although they appears to be independent, but actually, under the hood, they came from the, maybe the same reason. Pattern B, uncleaned AI output. So my agents, all of them may output a content containing markdown formatting makers. So you see, I have a documentation. That documentation defines the behavior of each agent. But I just assume that the output of AI will naturally align with my format, which is not always true. That requires that when I design the system, I should have a contract layer. Anything I receive from the AI, I should format it to to align with my expectation before I pass the result to the next agent. Pattern C, silent failure design philosophy. Users cannot understand why features don't work, right? Why did it skip to the ending? Systematic architecture issue diagnosis. How to pronounce it? Diagnosis.
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 Diagnosis. So my architecture has 3 missing layers. Layer 2, post-processing cleaning. Layer 3, schema validation. Layer 4, contractor registry. Format specs. And here's a recommended architecture improvement. Congulative blind spot analysis. Unquestioned assumption in today's discussion. Assumption 1, fixing a single bug is sufficient. What I think is the root cause is unsupported add print command. Let's add print support. But the reality is this is a systematic validation issue, not a single command problem. Assumption 2, AI-generated content may be used directly. I think 9 out of 10 generations succeed. This is survivorship bias. You didn't see the 10th generation expose systematic issues that exist all along. Assumption 3, coding agents automatically discover systematic issues. But what happened is that I need to be actively request architecture review from agents, not just bug fixing. So I think that this is a big lesson I should pay attention to, is that if I expect the agent just fix bugs, then it just fix bugs. But if I proactively ask the coding agent to review the architecture, then it will give back architecture. When we see garbage in, garbage out, so I, human, as a supervisor, sometimes becomes a bottleneck, right? Because I didn't ask the right question. I didn't ask the deep question. Kind of like, people pay a big sum of money to have a dinner or lunch with Warren Buffett. Oh, how to pronounce his name?
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. So people pay a big sum of money to have a dinner or lunch with Warren Buffett. But I believe that if I have a dinner or lunch with him, I actually won't get too many valuable insights because I am not capable to ask the right question, right? So even if his level is 100, but I am not capable to ask 100 level questions, I can still ask level, let's say level 10 questions. Then I still cannot get most from, a smarter advisor. I think that's the situation when I communicate with coding agent. Another issue is cognitive.
Cognitive. Cognitive.
Cognitive.
Cognitive.
Cognitive. cognitive biases in solution selection. Bias 1, anchoring effect.
Anchoring.
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 Anchoring. If not thoroughly fixed, how much time will system-wise refactoring take 6 months later? I think that's a good point, right? Because if I choose a quick fix at this moment, I think I fixed the current bug, but similar bugs may happen again somewhere else, and it's in the long run, it actually will take more time efforts to fix.
Anchoring.
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 Anchoring. Bias 2, status quo biases.
Quo.
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 Quo. 20% path resolution bugs plus 20% format bugs. This is not occasional bugs. This is architecture flaw. So data is important, right? For every bug, I fix it, I categorize it, then I know, what's the percentage of different kinds of bugs, right? So that when, we summarize our current workflow, we can say, okay, 20% bugs are repetitive. Blind spots in coding agent collaboration. Blind spot 1, using agents as implementers, not architects. A better way is, as a sister architect, which 3 modules would you redesign after seeing this bug? Right, I think this is a good prompt I should ask. Blind spot 2, using agents serially, not in parallel. Okay, my workflow is Cloud, analyze bugs, Codex, implement bugs, Gemini, review bugs. A more efficient way is run architecture analysis, implementation, and risk assessment in parallel. Well, there are 2 issues. Firstly, I'm not sure that in VS Code, how I can run them separately. Well, and the second point is that yeah, I guess that you should tell me how to run them parallelly, right? So the requirement, yeah. So how to, right? You should give specific you should give step by step guidance about how to collaborate with coding agents much better. Extension for VS Code. Extension for VS Code. Extension for VS Code. Okay? Right. You should tell me. You cannot just point out the issue, the issue. You should also tell me how to do much better, right? So, for example, if you mentioned in parallel, if you mention this, you should provide guidance on how to use coding agents in parallel. In VS Code. In my IDE, right? Blind spot 3, not using agents tool, calling capability. Okay, you could automate document retrieval and similar bug pattern searches. Well, but for this point, what I want to mention is that the reason why I manually, paste those documentation is that I want to narrow down the scope, because search itself is actually a costly operation. Alternative architecture solutions solve problems with current architecture. Uncontrolled agent output format. No validation logical reviews. Error discovered at runtime. Alternative A, strategy pattern plus validation chain. Single responsibility, extensible, reusable across all agents, independently testable. Alternative B, contract first design. Front end and back end cannot be inconsistent. Versioned, auto-generated code. Documentation as code. Alternative 3, plugin system. Decoupled, composable, unified validation, hot swapped agents. Okay. This is a comparison between different strategies. Prevention mechanism design. Architecture level prevention. Mechanism 1, mandatory validation gate. Invalid content cannot be saved. 100% guarantee saved files are validated. Errors caught at the generation time. Mechanism 2, contract version checking. All the projects continue working. Compatibility. Oh, okay. Compatibility.
compatibility,
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 compatibility.
compatibility,
New projects use new contract explicitly inform users of all version differences. Process level prevention. Mechanism 3. Pre-commit hook validation. Invalid files cannot be committed. Forces developers to fix issues locally. Keep repository clean. Mechanism 3, 4. CI/CD integration tests. Automatic testing on every code change. Catches regression bugs. Generates HTML reports for debugging. Monitoring level prevention. Mechanism 5. Real-time monitoring dashboard. Alert on validation failures, unknown commands, autofix failures, contract version mismatches. Mechanism 6. Automatic issue creation. New issues automatically tracked. Won't miss low frequency but important errors. Include context for debugging. Documentation level prevention. Mechanism 7. Contract as documentation. Documentation never outdated. Front-end, back-end use same definition or easier onboarding. Prevention mechanism summary. Level 1, architecture. Level 2, code. Level 3, process. Level 4, monitoring. Level 5, documentation. 5-layer defense. If any layer fails, other layers provide backup. So, how to collaborate with coding agents much better? Missed agents compatibility, tool calling. Here's a better problem example. Use conversation search to find all validation bugs in past 30 days. Use project knowledge search to retrieve script format definition from PRD. Compare current bug with historic bug to find common patterns. Propose systematic solution based on common patterns. I think this one makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether this will help improve the quality of the response. But anyway, I put the prompt into put the suggestion into my prompt. Let's see how it works tomorrow. Probability 2, parallel thinking. Okay. Open 3 chat window. Give 3 agents different character and tasks. Send the prompt at the same time. Get all response. Well, I still feel suspicious because you must agent A must finish his work, right? Yeah, because okay, because the reason why I have a serial workflow is that I hope that in every checkpoint I can review the response before I talk to another agent. Capability 3, Model Context Protocol, MCP. MCP allows agents to interact with external tools like Notion, GitHub, Slack. Okay. Capability 4, Memory System. Let cloud remember key project info and your work style. Okay, so this is also a prompt example. Please update your memory. Architecture, bug pattern, preference. Improve the collaboration process. The current process is find a bug, describe to agent, agent analyze, give a solution. I choose solution, agent implement, test, find new bug, go back to step 1. An ideal process is find a bug. That agent to search, stem the bug first. Then agent propose 3 questions, challenge my assumption. And in parallel, light 3 agents to analyze from 3 different perspectives. After I confirm the solution, that agent generate bugs, generate a code, generate test cases, update documentation, provide guidance. And the last one is use agent to monitor the the indices. Okay, improvement 1. Yeah, so that's also important, right? When you suggest, right? Give suggestions. on how to improve my prompts. Why communicate with coding agents? I think that the first improvement is establish diagnostic template. I think this one I has been included in my prompt. You see. Oh wait. I put it in the wrong place. Yeah, it's actually here. Okay. Yeah, so this is a prompt that I will ask the coding agent to analyze the bug. And the suggestion here actually is pretty overlap as what I have, right? Improvement 2, use challenge me mode. Okay. Before making important decisions, trigger challenge me. Okay, maybe I can put it into the prompt as well. Somehow I cannot copy it. Okay. Okay, put in the prompt as well. Improve 3, establish agent role protocol. Cloud 4, good at system design, documentation writing, complex reasoning. Codex, good at coding, fix bugs, refactoring. Gemini, good at review, find edge cases. What I could have done much better today. Opportunity 1, diagnostic phrase. I directly told agents it's ad print bug. That to only give symptoms and let agents diagnose. Actually, it's not I give it. It's yeah, it's actually given by the previous agents. So this opportunity actually doesn't make sense. Opportunity 2, solution selection phase. I directly choose B and B plus C without asking why don't you recommend D? Well, I think this doesn't align with my expectation because it will make fix a bug too complex. Opportunity 3, implementation phase. Okay, I accepted Codex code without Gemini review. Might miss performance or security issues. Well, I think, I think that code review may be necessary. So I think that after I use Codex to fix the bugs, I should use Gemini to review. Right? I should use right. I think that's something I can do. So in this way, after cloud, so in this way, my workflow is that cloud give a analysis, Gemini review, and a Codex fix a bug, Gemini review. Okay. Opportunity for testing phase. That agents automatically automate the test fix loop. You only review final results. Okay. So this is a requirement when Gemini fix bugs. Requirement, expectation. Oh, okay. Recommended new workflow. Phase 1, problem discovery. Phase 2, solution design. Phase 3, parallel implementation. Phase 4, automated testing. Phase 5, documentation and monitor. Okay. Job recommendation. Here, it's still recommended technical facing, customer facing technical roles. I think that I shouldn't limit the AI. So here in my prompt, I didn't mention, which one, right? As for the specific position titles. I'm open to any suggestions you have for me, because you may recommend some position which might be interesting to me, but I never think about before, right? Microsoft. Okay, I already applied for Microsoft recently, so let's skip this one. OpenAI, well, it's too hot, no. Anthropic, apply it recently. Google Cloud. Well. I think it's okay. Job not found. AWS applied recently. Snowflake. Let's try. Okay, this position doesn't exist anymore. But but it doesn't have a search bar, huh? One job. Okay. Solution engineer. My location is Redmond. Yeah, it doesn't align with my expectation. And also it doesn't have a search bar. And I need to, click through. It's bad. Okay, solution engineer. Let's search for it. And Americas. Location. Well, Bellevue. No, there's no, okay. There's no solution engineer position in Bellevue. It's a pity. Next one, 100 Face. Daybreaks. Okay. Let's see. location. Where is United States? Okay, Washington. Solution architect. Oh, interesting. Here's one solution architect role. Let's see where's. Okay. Okay, I didn't say any hard limitation, so maybe I can try this one. Let's continue. Go here. Okay. And here's some questions and behavior questions. I think I would expect yeah, I would expect oh, that's fine. Originally, I'm thinking about you ask it to give some examples for technical questions and behavioral questions, but I already generated a lot in the AI company report and AI open source report. So for this one, I think I can just don't ask it to generate. Okay. All right, interesting. Here is recommended some companies related with my projects. That's actually something I'm more interested. Right. First one is inward AI. Let's see what they are doing. And careers. US. Okay, but it seems that they only, look for senior roles. But I think that maybe I can try it. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, maybe let's try this one. Inward. And another competitor is charisma.ai. Okay, AI storytelling platform, Runway ML, AI creative tools. Adjacent fields, Descript. What do they do? AI video, audio editing, text-to-speech, voice cloning, synthetic, AI video generation from text. 11 Labs, AI voice generation and cloning. Longsmith, framework for building LM applications. Crew AI, multiple agent collaboration framework. RIM AI, AI-powered game narrative generation. Okay. Company which I can learn from. Yeah, I think this section is very, very, very important, which is give me, some description about my competitors and a similar open source projects. Novel AI. It's an open source AI story generation tool. RenPy. It's an open source visual novel engine. Cobalt AI. It's a local LM interface for story generation. AutoGPT. It's an autonomous AI agent framework. LangGraph. It's a framework for building stateful agent workflows. MetaGPT. It's a multi-agent framework simulating software completely. Stable Diffusion Web UI. It's a web interface for stable diffusion. Bark. It's an open source TTS model. GPT Solvits. It's a voice cloning and TTS system. Okay. Key findings. So you see here, it should be English and Chinese, but it only provides Chinese version, it doesn't provide the English version here. And here's some checklist. Fix, again, similar issue. It doesn't provide the English translation for this checklist. Implement the bug. Add a script validator and error handling. Run regression tests, apply for tier 1 position, work on resume, research on the open source projects, apply for tier 2 position, write LinkedIn post, use the competitors, review the competitors. And next time we find a bug, use this metrics. Yeah, I think this metrics, decision metrics can be helpful. Yeah. Success. How do you measure improvements? Career metrics. 3 things to do. Fix the bugs. Apply top 3 positions. Start architecture refactoring. Not to do. Don't accept coding agents first thing without questioning. Don't wait for the best opportunity to apply for a job. Don't try to refactor the whole system at one time. Okay, it also from a prompt template. That's good. Tools. Okay, development tools. AI tools. Collaboration tools. Job search tools. Conclusion. Today's bug is not just a technical issue. It reveals a deeper systematic challenging how to balance rapid iteration with architectural robustness. You've demonstrated excellent problem diagnostic skills and architecture thinking. The next step is to translate this ability into career advantage. Technical, career, community. Remember, the best coding agents are not tools that replace your thinking, but partners that challenge your assumption and expand your perspectives. I think that I may only utilize 1% of the AI's full potential, but yeah, improve a little bit every day. That's it. Thank you. Bye.